Good morning, everybody. Today is going to be pretty darn miserable because it's going to be raining the entire time. I'm finding that one of the hardest parts about staying warm is keeping my clothes dry. If there's no sunlight, there's nothing to like dry your clothes naturally. So the only heat that you have is like on your body, which means you're wearing wet clothes to try to dry them, and then you end up just super fucking cold. For example, this shirt has been sitting here trying to dry for the past 2 days and it is still damp. Like the only way to dry clothes is to just wear them. And as I've mentioned multiple times on this channel, the biggest problem is not actually the rain, it's the things that prevent the rain that you sweat in, and then you've just got sweat dripping down. Maybe there's a trick that I just don't know about. Maybe there's like some special way to be able to wear a rain jacket without dripping sweat. I'm a little bit hungover too. We are leaving Namche Bazaar today, so we only have a couple more hours in this little hotel. Fantastic, good morning. I'm gonna do some research now. Normally, I like to try to figure these things out myself, see if I can like clever my way into a solution. I'm just gonna see if other people have figured out how to hike in these things without sweating. So it's gonna be raining the entire day. Yeah. The entire day. Yeah. Okay, I'm reading a lot of people's opinions here, and it seems like the best solution that doesn't require getting more gear is to just walk slower. If we can walk at a slow enough pace that we're not producing sweat, then we should be good. I think that these people are talking about like their local trail in their backyard. They're not talking about climbing Everest, but we'll give it a shot. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, enjoy with us. You would like to have jam butter?
No, I'm good. Thank you. Okay, let's go pack up. Now, something we need to do before we leave is we need to fill up on water. The thing is, the water here is not actually drinkable. At least not for foreigners like us. The native people, they can drink it because they're already used to all of the bacteria, but I'm not. If I drink the water out of the sink, I will get very sick. So what we need to do is we need to purify this. That comes in the form of these water purification tablets. I think that's 2 liters of water, so we need 2 tablets. Just drop the tablets in and wait 30 minutes. Okay, that should make the water safe to drink in like a couple of minutes. Let's embark. It would be pretty if we didn't have to walk through it. I think not sweating is not going to be possible. We're going super slow, and I'm already starting to sweat. I will say, my shoes have been fantastic. My feet haven't gotten wet once. Good upgrade. My Walmart shoes would have been soaked through walking through this. I will say one thing that's a little bit irritating is the guides, they tend to treat you like you're a child. Like, oh, did you drink enough water today? Do you need medication? How's your headache? Wear your gloves, you're gonna get cold. Do you need like a face mask? I understand why they do it. They've got a job to do. They gotta make sure that you don't get like hypothermia or whatever, but feels like I'm in middle school on a field trip again. It's hard to see the situation as just like 2 friends climbing a mountain together. And it's a lot more like a teacher holding your hand while you go on a field trip. Okay, let's see what iodine tastes like. It doesn't taste like anything. No, it tastes like something. It's got a chemical-y taste. Oh yeah, parts of this are definitely rusting apart. So we have to go down to the river and then back up. It's tragic. I feel like we're losing a lot of progress just to be able to cross over to that side. sec. Breaking out the camera again. Yep, perfect, just like that. Okay, now turn toward me a little bit. Perfect. I've decided that leaving this in my bag makes it hard for me to like stop and take it out so I can take pictures. I'm just gonna leave it around my neck and hope that I'm more encouraged to use it. It's not waterproof though, so I need to be a little bit cautious. That's actually one of the primary differences. Holy shit. That's actually one of the primary differences between expensive and cheap cameras is waterproofing. Okay, a downside of the camera, it likes to swing around wildly as I hike. I might need to put it back in the bag. Yes, the camera has been stowed until the rain stops. Luckily, it does seem like the sun is coming out. Still raining though. I want to go on the bridge. How did people do this before they had these bridges?
By the wood, then they
Yeah.
press, yeah.
Yeah, so before these bridges were built, they would have like small wood planks across the, yeah, interesting. Now that we've crossed the river, we are going straight back uphill. Mint. Yeah, so this next part is going to be much harder.
I don't know, each their own, but not for me.
I'm not sure where you would pitch a tent because everywhere that's flat is taken by farms. Like they've tilled all of the flat areas. Thank you so much. The group chat is growing. Have a good hike. Thank you. So after talking to those two, they're from Australia. Apparently a lot of these places, they have like a communal area where they'll have a heater going and we can put our clothes on like a clothesline around that. We'll be on the lookout for heaters. Okay, just a sec, I gotta take this off. Okay, we're trying to only take 5-minute breaks. Think it's gonna start raining again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get this to dry off.
Yeah.
But if it's raining, like my concern isn't that I'm hot, it's not that I'm hot, it's that I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Okay. Luckily, they have these spaced out fairly often. Oh, I'm stopping. This is definitely the hardest day so far. Day 4, brutal. I can't tell how high we are because the clouds are in the way, but I can hear the river is getting a lot quieter. Yeah, right here. When you're moving, you're burning up. And when you stop, you start to freeze. 5 minutes though, that's what you get. Here's how I know we still have a lot of hiking to do. I still see trees. Actually, I'm steadily growing to appreciate hiking in jeans. They let the water evaporate out, but they're still warm and durable.
It's good.
It's good. He says we got 20 more minutes left. He says the cows don't ever fall. Ever. Maybe they're yaks. I don't know, they seem kind of bulkier than cows. They got the horns.
Yes. Where is the Tengboche?
Tengboche.
Yeah, that is a monastery.
Where do we go? I'm having trouble standing up straight. My legs are shaking. Welcome to Tengboche.
Hello, namaste.
Namaste. Thank you. Oh, this thing. This. Yeah. What's up?
First, you wanna go to checking room or?
Let me sit here for a sec. It's funny, normally you'd expect your lungs to give out because you're like huffing and puffing. My legs feel like they're on fire. All of my trekking through Japan was just relatively fat. It was just like long distances. It wasn't just like constant climbing. But we made it. Okay, I guess we gotta go check in. Come on, just a little bit further. Yeah, that was less than 6 miles. Crazy. Oh, they take cards here.
Yeah.
Why did I bring so much cash? He's carrying my bag for me. Thank you. Do you remember at the start of this, when I mentioned that I might be in better shape than him? Holy fucking shit, I take all of that back. He's really good at pacing himself, just like a slow and steady pace, just constantly. I don't think he needed to brake at all the entire way up the mountain. I think he probably could have gone a straight shot. This is probably 3 times as heavy as it was when it's dry. If we're being honest, there's really only one way to recover from exhaustion this severe. I still have my 2 things of Dr. Pepper. I'm going to share one with him. I'm pretty sure he's going to be the first Nepalese person in history to drink a Dr. Pepper on Mount Everest. I'll be one of the first. I'll probably be like in the top 100, but I'm pretty sure he will be the first Nepalese citizen to do that. I don't think he's going to care as much as I do. I don't think he's going to think that's as cool as I think it is, but I think it's pretty cool. Good fucking God. Also, huge shout out to Temu for all of this thermal wear. Coming in clutch. I noticed that the socks are getting holes in them, so I might need to replace these soon. I might need to replace the whole thing, I don't know. But, glad I have them. Okay, let's go take our wet clothes over to that furnace thing to dry. Okay, I got the wet clothes. How does this work?
Yeah. But right now they have not a fire.
So we just leave them?
Yeah.
And they're fine with us just leaving them there?
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
2 is probably fine. Maybe one more. I feel like I'm taking up the whole space. The jacket itself will dry off quickly. This thing is really good at drying. It's this thing that is like 3 times as heavy as it was this morning. I genuinely don't understand why I sweat as much as I do. I fucking hate it and I don't know how to fix it. Thank you so much. And they don't do breakfast right now, right? Luckily, this place still sells breakfast food this late in the day, so we're getting breakfast again.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. I'm pretty sure porridge is different from oatmeal. And I think this might be my first time actually having porridge. Definitely different from oatmeal. It's more liquidy. That was very good. Okay, so I'll be back here at 3 for the monastery?
Yeah.
Cool. I saw that this place is renting heated blankets for $7 a night. I might take them up on that. But I don't want to get too like comfortable because I know that we're not going to have that luxury later, so I should probably just get used to sleeping like this. I think I'm doing the clothes situation wrong. I'm wearing all of my best, warmest clothes on the hike, but then I get super hot on the hike, I sweat, they end up wet, and now I'm cold because I'm wearing a fucking t-shirt and shorts. I think what I need to do is I need to wear the t-shirt and the shorts on the hike. They'll get wet, it doesn't matter. When I get here, once I get to like the place that we're staying, then I can put the warm clothes on and I can stay warm through the night. I think I'm doing this wrong. I'm getting messages from people in the group chat and they are just now starting to arrive, which is honestly kind of reassuring because we got here like 2.5 hours ago. So yes, today was really hard, but we are going way faster than the other groups. Makes me feel like I didn't waste all of my training hiking through Japan and whatnot. We're doing the same amount of work as everybody else, but we're just doing it much faster. We can't sleep for too long though, because he wants us to go visit that monastery. Oh, looks like they got little space heaters up. Whoa. We're sitting at a rock solid 0 visibility. Thank you.
That is a very luxury.
That's the luxury one.
Yeah, luxury one. So one room normally 100 USD and until the 400 USD.
100 to 400 USD.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yes, please welcome.
Can I rent one of those? The heated blanket. I caved. I got the heated blanket. I am not sure how clean it is, but I honestly just don't care. This thing is only rated for 60 watts, so it's not that powerful. But when you consider that the human body puts out about 100 watts, this is essentially twice as warm as it would be if it was just me in the blanket. I can immediately feel the difference. I have a suspicion that insulation just is not a thing in the building of these buildings way up high on the mountain. I hear Aaron! No,
I need a hot shower. They literally have hot showers here.
They say they have a hot shower. I don't know how they heat up the water. Like, there's been no sunlight, so there's no, like, I think they use, like, solar heat. Tell me if it's warm. I'm not going to jump into it if it's freezing cold.
I'm going to risk it anyway. I feel like a wet dog today.
Did you just get here?
No, I got here ages ago. I've literally been trying to keep myself awake the whole time.
Honestly, today was fucking brutal.
I know, it was harder than I was like, oh my god, I was like, please just finish, please just finish.
I'm curious what you expected.
I don't know.
That is, that's the same, looks the same in my room.
Do I have to wear sandals when I shower?
This is the first time you've been to an Asian country, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is, yeah. No, but like, what do I have to actually do? I have to wear flip-flops, don't I?
Yeah, I think so. I think that, yeah.
Right, oh well.
I I think that means that's her first time using like... She just knocks on the door. She brings me in, she's like, look at this. I've actually decided that I'm going to use this heating pad to help dry my stuff. And I'll just like lay on this and then the heat will cause it to evaporate. Good morning, everybody. The fog has gone away. You want to see something? That is not Everest, that's called Tengboche Peak. It's like 6,800 meters, but all of the fog is gone. He actually woke me up early. It's 5 o'clock in the morning just so I could see that. Let's go outside. Let's go get a better look.
That is a umbrella. Actually, that what is a, there is a no snow.
Tengboche?
Yeah, in the right.
Yeah, the one in the far back, yep.
See the whole
Yeah.
mountain? Yeah. Yeah, this is good. We can see the whole. Yeah.
Holy shit. I'm trying to get up a little bit higher so you can see them from all directions. You can see the sunrise coming up on the tops of the mountains. Look at that. Most of the time when he's telling me the itinerary, he'll prefix it with saying, if the weather allows. And we've laughed because so far this entire trip, it's been cloudy. So we haven't been able to see any of the things that he says we'd be able to see. This is the first time we haven't had clouds and it's fucking gorgeous. If the sun is coming out today, we need to be a lot more careful with sunscreen. I believe we have 3 more days till we reach Everest.
Yes, please.
Thank you so much. We got 2 apple porridges this time.
Would you like to honey or no?
No, this is perfect.
This is perfect.
It's gonna be cold today, so I'm gonna keep the jacket on. I think the only thing that I need sunscreen on is my face. Still using the sunscreen I got from Japan. If I understand things correctly, we are climbing about 600 meters today, which is about the same thing that we did yesterday. The difference is it's at a much more gradual slope, gradient slope. So it shouldn't be as bad as yesterday was. Hey. Fucking wow. There's the sun.
Yeah. I mean before this.
Oh, before this bridge,
Yeah.
they went across that one.
Yeah.
So before they built this bridge, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but there's a little wooden bridge right there. That's what they used to cross. It does not seem like it's gonna be raining. Okay. I might want to put sunscreen on my arms a little bit later, but for now.
Hey, what the heck?
I see you've got our dog.
Yes, he's been following us.
He came with us from where we were asleep last night.
Oh,
He's very cute. He's the cutest dog ever. He looks like a fox. Instagram was it?
Do you not have Instagram?
Was it Instagram or WhatsApp?
Instagram.
Okay. And it's got an underscore at the end, but I should pop up. There's only one of me. Thank you very much. I hope you guys have a fabulous stroll.
How was yesterday was rough.
Well, look, okay, I actually had a really fun day, to be honest.
Like the straight uphill for like 2 hours.
I was like saying mantras in my head.
I was trying not to puke, so good on you. Yes, hello. What mountain did you say that was?
that is a Khangtera.
Caltera? Wait, is that K2?
No, no, no. K2 in the Pakistan.
Yeah, it seems like they don't always paint the letters, but they do chisel them out. Take a break.
Yeah.
Hi, puppy. What was that? Drunk?
Yeah.
Look at all of that farmland. Of all of the places we've seen, this is the most flat area so far. Why do they have the little walls around it? The stone walls?
That is a block for the animals.
Oh,
Yeah,
pastures, gotcha, yeah. So this town is called Tengboche?
Tengboche.
Tengboche.
Yeah.
How many people live here?
Too many.
So many.
Very less. Please
Yes.
be careful. Hello.
I'm glad that we get to stop at all of these local places and have tea. I don't typically drink tea, but this is super cool. Actually, the sun seems to be going away. I'm gonna put the jacket back on. It is like just above freezing outside. The only reason that we're able to walk in a t-shirt is because we're hiking so hard. Yeah, sun is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah.
He's a little one. So we are actually going much faster than we anticipated we would. This is the place we were supposed to stop for lunch, but we got here before 10 a.m.
खाना पाइन्छ हैन?
We're having an early lunch. So apparently this is macaroni and cheese. Now that we're getting higher up the mountain, it's becoming increasingly less likely that any of the meat you get is fresh, because you guys saw them having to carry this up there. So if they want like chicken, they can freeze it down in Kathmandu, they can fly it up here, but the people that are carrying this stuff up, they're not carrying like refrigerators. So even if it was frozen down there, by the time they walk it all the way up here, it would have thawed, and they might freeze it, but there was still that time where it was above freezing. So it's not safe to eat meat this high up. I've also noticed that when we're having meals, he prefers to sit with the other Sherpas and the other guides and eat with them. And so most of the time I'm actually just eating by myself. The sun has basically completely gone away, so it's gonna be much colder now. We have 3 hours of hiking left?
Yeah,
Okay.
2.5 to 3 hours.
I will say, even though it's colder than it was yesterday, I'm glad it's not wet. These paths become a lot more slippery when it's raining. Oh, also fun little side note, you see all of the horse and the donkey and all of that shit? They actually come through and they pick that up and they burn that. That's, like you can see, they don't have like a lot of trees here. Do you think it's gonna rain?
I'm not sure.
Okay. No, it's honestly wild how accurate they are at predicting the weather. The weather app, it'll say it'll snow, it won't, like every time he's spot on. Yeah, the trees are just gone. We're also no longer walking on paved stones. Okay, update. It was not 2.5 hours. That's our destination right there. It was like an hour because we're just going real fast. I'm curious, all of the tea houses and hotels that we've been staying at, how expensive are they in like USD, or I guess in rupees?
Just room.
Yeah, just a room.
Just room, $20 USD and
$20 a night? Okay, so yeah, $20 if you want the regular room, $50 if you want the attached bathroom. But of course, all of that is included, so I don't see any of that. Small little bit of a trivia you guys might find funny. In every one of these towns, all of the hotels have the same name. Hotel Summit, Everest Hotel, Peak Hotel. Yeah, they all just reuse the same names. And they write in really big white letters on top of the roof, so you can see exactly where you're going from up here on the trail. And the trees have turned into bushes. Like if you look at this, these look like they've got the same leaves as like an evergreen tree, except rather than being tall, it's just a bush. Also, Prakita's getting really good at telling the difference between when I'm talking to my camera versus when I'm talking to him. Like I've got like a different inflection. Thank you. So I guess this is them closing up for the season?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently we've reached the elevation where Wi-Fi stops being free. You gotta pay for like a username and password that expires in like 24 hours. Okay, so if I want to charge a laptop or a power bank, it'll cost $7. If I want to charge my phone, it'll cost $3. Then, if I want internet, 48 hours costs me $10 and I get 10 gigabytes. Or I can go for 5 days for, what is that, like 20 bucks? A hot shower is $6 and a towel is like about 40. So I pay for this here, yes? This is one of the things I pay for first.
No, later. Just writing.
Okay.
You photo need, So I can use it and passport.
Okay, so we got Wi-Fi. This place is not connected to the power grid, so we won't have an outlet in our room. We're gonna have to pay for charging up a power bank. Yeah, there's the bathroom. So I noticed there is electricity for these light bulbs. So if you're coming to Everest, you might consider getting one of those light bulb sockets that's got a socket in it. You could unscrew the light bulb, put your thing in, and then charge your devices. Now, it's important to know that I have not actually tested the sleeping bag yet. It says that it's meant for -5 degrees Celsius, but I also got it in Kathmandu, Nepal, so it could be a knockoff brand. Here's hoping for the best. It's very small for a sleeping bag. Maybe it's the material that it's made out of, I don't know. But it's very small for a sleeping bag. They promised me, they're like, oh, it'll puff up. It'll puff up real good. Oh God. Oh God. Oh no. It has the North Face tag on it and has this sewn into it, but I know that it's really easy to make counterfeits, especially around China. So they're like, oh, it'll inflate, don't worry. It'll puff up, it'll get real thick. The disappointing thing about this is any other situation, I would love this sleeping bag. Normally I'm sleeping in places that are relatively warm. Having a small sleeping bag would be great. Except I happen to be climbing Mount fucking Everest. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this yet, but we are sleeping on the mountain. Most people, when they do this, they just go up to Everest base camp for a little bit. They spend like 15 minutes there and then they come back down. We're not doing that. We're actually getting a tent. We're sleeping on the fucking mountain. And I am seriously doubting if this can support Everest level temperatures. At least for the next few nights, we have the sleeping bag in addition to the regular blankets, so I guess that's a plus. It looks like the rest of the climbers are making it to the town we're in right now, and they want to go head to a coffee shop, so I might need to leave my warm bed. Okay, yeah, this is pretty warm. It actually did puff up a lot. Like, it's not as compressed. Okay, maybe I didn't get scammed. It is hard for me to express how hard it is to get out of my warm bed. Apparently this place has something called a sunroom, which is somehow warm because there's no sun. No, it is actually a lot warmer in here. How? I don't understand how.
It's called the sunroom.
Yeah, but there's no sun. Have you seen this room?
No, I was just wondering how people got in there and I'm like,
Feel the difference. I don't understand how it works.
warm in here. And then he was like, no, it's all good. I don't need to find the guys.
No, okay. Oh, interesting.
It like spins around and they put the cup in. It pulls in.
Oh yeah, this is like a mirror.
Sucks in the heat from the sun, from the daddy sun.
Oh, Aaron was one of the people on the plane too.
Oh, okay, nice.
No, we got the helicopter just before, like literally 15 seconds. We walked out, got on a helicopter, and then you guys' plane was cleared. Who is leading us? God damn it! Who is leading us?
We're gonna climb up that
Oh, hello.
hill.
What are you doing right now?
Hmm?
What are you doing right now?
What I'm doing, I'm going to that cafe. It seems very far.
Good
Wait.
luck.
Oh yeah, that's where we're staying.
Hey, we'll say
Yeah.
good luck.
Where you are staying?
Yeah, and then we're headed to a cafe. Oh, there it is, Cafe 411.
So good luck.
Where
Good
you are
luck.
staying?
Yeah, good luck hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all staying there.
We are
We're gonna
seeing
have a
it.
big sleepover.
There we go. We found the main road. Oh, hello.
Oh my god, I haven't seen
Well, does he want you to be quiet while you're walking?
Well, no, he talks to me, but like, if you heard how much he was talking.
Oh, he just doesn't want full time
Like,
yap, silly.
blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh
But
my
it is kind of hard to talk and yap. It's like stop and talk. Like,
We got fresh apple pie. Thank you so much.
wow, thank you guys.
No, I wanted to do that, and then my guy keeps shoving food down my mouth. He will not let me not eat.
Like, I just have to say.
Yeah.
You just throw Snickers bars.
Cappuccino, regular? Yes, sorry.
Here you go, sir.
I get a little bit distracted when I'm filming.
Anyway, her guide, she didn't say anything, but her guide was very touching.
Oh my god.
Just like on the show, like just unnecessary.
Okay, cool. Fantastic. This is a really great, it's surprisingly developed for how high it is.
Oh, it's not raining. I don't know if I need to pee.
We'll wait for you if you do. Heads down, keep walking. The altitude is definitely getting to us. We just hiked up a small hill, and all of us are fucking...
I think I'm gonna have a heart attack sometime through.
Seriously. My heart goes crazy sometimes. I'll just be sleeping in bed, and I'll feel my heart start going. It's like, okay, I'm gonna die, I guess. So we are going on a little extra acclimatization hike up to this little hill over here.
I don't know that you like cool socks. You need to overtake me in your jeans.
Everybody that sees me wearing these has a comment about it.
My guide was like, is he wearing jeans? I was like, yeah. Okay.
You see these water jugs. This is probably like, I don't know how much 50 gallons is. This is a lot of water. Where do they get their water from? Do they just send people down to the river?
They get it from the river and they pump it up.
Yes, pumps exist. No, so while we were down there in the cafe talking, discussing like the experiences we've had with our guides, apparently it is very common when there's solo female travelers for the guides to be super sketch. I mention this from time to time, some of the perks of being a male hiker. I've never had problems with my lips chapped or any of the like fancy stuff that women bring. I don't need any of that.
So I only had like a crop top on and I was walking up a hill.
Oh yeah.
And I started putting sunblock on and we stopped with all the Sherpas and I was like, hey, who wants some sunblock? And they were like, what is that? And I'm like, sunblock for protect the sun. And then my guide was like, no, we don't use that.
No, yeah, I think my guy makes fun of me a little bit when I stop to put sunscreen on.
It's funny. I was like, well, you guys didn't use sunblock? Like,
so context for you guys. From here to down there is about 300 meters. Just in case you need like visual demonstration of how far 300 meters is. Base camp is like 5 times that high. Mountain. Yeah, my guide says this is the 10th time he's done this season.
I'm thinking I'm the 7th, but I'm his last one.
Okay, I am up here, so I'll see you later, probably.
Oh my god, are you in a different building to me?
Holy shit, I did not realize what a problem it was for the solo travelers here. There was a girl from Russia. Apparently, she's traveling by herself. She comes up here a few days ago, and her tour guide immediately starts hitting on her. She shuts it down. She's like, no, I'm not interested. We've got like 14 days of hiking left to do. No. In the entire rest of the trip, he just didn't talk to her. She would ask him questions. He would just like, nope, put his head. The entire time, he was not a tour guide. He was just like walking in front of her. There's another girl here. Apparently, her tour guide is like trying to take pictures of her with his phone. So he's taking his phone out and he's like trying to get her to pose in front of stuff and like trying to do things. Not with her phone, not so that she can post. For him. Holy shit. As much fun as sleeping in my sleeping bag is, I'm in a social mood. I'm gonna go see if I can find a deck of cards. Hey, it looks like Matt did find some cards. Okay. Damn it, I was trying to be impressive with my shuffle.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so fumbly. See, I've never done this sober.
It makes it slightly cheaper coming up here because it's a less distance. So they have to go to a loop, but they have to go.
Okay. Definitely my favorite day of this entire trip. This is fantastic. Tomorrow we're doing another acclimation day where we're just climbing up a hill a little bit, coming back down. It's basically a rest day, and a bunch of them are staying. So it's basically just a social day. Okay, good night everybody. I'll catch you tomorrow. Good morning everybody. The sleeping bag situation worked really well. I recognize that I'm in a house with a blanket on top, so this isn't representative of what Everest will be like, but I was pretty warm last night. My trusty thermometer says it is not below freezing. This is actually my last bottle. Whoa. It's a little bit blinding, but so today is our day off. We're not going to be progressing any farther, but he does want us to do a little bit of climbing. He wants us to climb like 300 meters and then climb back down for acclimation. And then we have the rest of the day to ourselves. I think it's going to be warmer today.
Hopefully it stays clear.
Let's see if this sunroom is warmer even when it's been night. No, it's roughly the same temperature. So today is actually the coldest day of the entire hike. It'll get down to like -10 today, but it should get warmer after this. So we're just gonna sip on some hot tea until it warms up.
Windy hoga, windy.
So check it out guys, this is what other hikers use for their filtration systems. It's basically a squeeze bag with a filter on top and you squeeze it into your water bottle.
This one does just about drip if you leave it, but back in. That was well manipulated. I was quite impressed with that. I'll take that.
Okay, let's go get this hike. I'm bringing the camera because we don't need to bring the big bag, so I can spare the weight. It's always hard when I'm shooting with this camera because I'm focusing on getting good shots with the camera, but then I'm not focusing on vlogging.
Yeah, Wayne, you know.
I always hear the Nepalese men calling the dogs and they go, Haida, Haida. Is that right?
Right, dog.
Holy fucking shit. Okay, You hold this and just like point it at me. Put your hands down. Look like you're exhausted. Look like you're just fucking exhausted.
Wow, a strong bone.
Hey, one more.
We're just continually hiking up to see if we can find better photo spots. Oh my god, yes, this is it. This is fucking perfect. Hold that. I might have mentioned this in yesterday's video, but she is a yoga instructor. We're going to try to find a position on here where she could actually do yoga poses and we can take shots of it. Got the frog stand. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna try to get the composition right, and then tell me when you're about to go.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Beautiful!
Okay, yeah, that's kind of scary. That was the first time I've done that in a long time. Oh, Matt's coming back. Okay, so we're definitely those tourists who are hogging up the trek at this point, but we got great stuff.
You're loud.
I'm having a blast. Okay, I've taken 445 pictures of her so far. I'm editing them as I go, so once I get back, I don't have like a whole bunch of work to do.
And I got such a fright because I've got a bit of like trauma from that upper yak.
Yeah. Honestly, now that the sun is sort of out, it's pretty warm outside.
It does feel warm. But it was a really nice walk. There's actually some shops down there
Oh, cool.
that sell like legitimate stuff.
That's so legitimate. Suppose all those fake stuff.
Like pants and stuff. Fake pants, but mountain shirt.
Okay, I'm glad I brought my camera. I was concerned whether or not this was just extra weight. Glad I brought it. Okay, I guess now what we should go do is see if there's anybody in this village that is selling Diet Coke. Hey, do you guys have Coke Zero? Coca-Cola Zero? No, they don't. And you can see they're actually doing legitimate construction right here. Building another hotel, probably. There is an ATM here somehow. I don't know how that works logistically, because that means like a person needs to carry up fucking a whole bunch of money just to get to the ATM machine. Yeah, there's no way this works, right? Yeah, there's no power. Yeah, because that means to fill up the ATM machine every time, they would need to send a porter up here with thousands of dollars worth of cash. Oh, this one sells candy. That's tempting. They got M&Ms. Oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna get one of these. Bubblegum bottles. Yes, just those two.
It's 1,000.
Thank you very much. $7, but I'm happy with it. Supporting the local economy. For most of this trek, we've had to keep moving because it's either too cold or it's raining or haven't had a chance to just sit and enjoy it. Hello, I need to charge
1,000 a bit.
1,000. Thank you very much. I tried to see if I could be sneaky with it and make it so that I could like plug two things into this guy because this thing has multiple ports. I was seeing if I could pay 1,000 for this, but no, he took it behind the counter. So there's no way to be creative with it. I seriously think that getting one of those light bulb socket things that go right there would be really good for a trip like this. Also, now that we've gotten to a place where shower's not free, it costs like $7 to take a shower here, we're now using wet wipes, which is rough because it's fucking cold outside. Actually, these aren't wet wipes, they're facial wipes, and they say ice type on them. And let me just say I know why they say ice type now. Yeah, we're not paying for showers.